As Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky marks 5 years in power on Monday, the prospect of reaching a peace deal with Russia after more than 2 years of war remains distant. In 2019, Zelensky, a comedian with no political experience, competed against former President Petro Poroshenko and won the second round of the election with a 73% of the vote. He came into politics as a political novice who tapped into an anti-establishment mood among Ukrainians who had decided that they were fed up with the existing politicians. On the 20th of May 2019, Zelensky was sworn in by the country's parliament. The next election was due to be held in March this year, but the vote has been postponed indefinitely because of the war. Over the past 2 years, Russia's invasion of and Ukraine's resistance have propelled President Volodymyr Zelensky to global significance. Refusing to leave Kiev at the outbreak of the war, Zelensky rallied his compatriots and his approval ratings soared. During the invasion of the Muscovites, that's how I call them, Volodymyr Zelensky did not leave Ukraine. Instead, he stayed in Kiev. This is already a big plus, that he didn't run away. He could have escaped, but he stayed and did not abandon Ukraine. The world respects him. Volodymyr Krivetsky, who voted for Zelensky's rival Petro Poroshenko back in 2019, is now selling Ukrainian president-themed gifts. As the war ran into its third year, support for the president has dipped, but according to the Kiev International Institute of Sociology, his approval has stabilized at 60 to 65%. Anton Hrushetsky, executive director of the institute, said the situation on the battlefield and fight against corruption were the two main factors influencing public opinion. According to Hrushetsky, the majority of Ukrainians, from 70 to 80%, were of the mind it was right not to hold elections during wartime, and Zelensky remained a legitimate head of state. Reuters talked to 5 individuals in Lviv, Kryvyi Rih, Kiev and Sloviansk about how their perception of Zelensky has changed since 2019. I voted for Zelensky. I definitely wanted change. I'm telling you once again, I support democracy, which like all else comes with mistakes. How did our president change during these 5 years? He surely became stronger. He's a quick learner. Look, it's easy to criticize anyone, but history will be the judge of everything. Mr. Zelensky conducts the right policy, but he's just as human as you and me. If he makes a mistake, it doesn't mean he's bad. I can see that he tries hard for the benefit of Ukraine. He asks for the weapons we need. He never rests. It's evident from his appearance that he never rests. This is the right attitude, the way it should be in a country at war. He is a real commander-in-chief, a genuine patriot. There are things I respect President Volodymyr Zelensky for as an individual and as a professional that built a successful career in show business, as a person that has enough strength and courage to govern a country in these harsh times. But it seems that there could be an alternative scenario for our country to develop had we had a different president in the past, or with a different one in the future. Over the course of the war, he transformed from a showbiz manager into a strong, influential person, respected worldwide. That's 100%, a respected person with whom the leaders of other countries compare themselves. 4 out of 5 polled by Reuters said that if there were elections, they would vote for Zelensky, adding that they believed he would successfully bring the war to an end.